Welcome, everybody, to Inquiring Minds is 90. We are back. I'm Hialeah Comic Bro, and as always, I'm accompanied by Conquistadorks Javi. Javi, how you doing?
What is up, Hialeah? Happy to be back, man. Happy to be here doing another episode of Inquiring Minds. Inquiring Minds is 90. I like that. That's something you're going with now?
I guess, man. I guess 90 made it all his. Guys, I know it's a busy day tonight. There's a lot of stuff going on. So everybody that does show up, thank you so much. Unruly, thank you. Everybody in the replay, thanks a lot, guys. And let's get it going, man. I feel so mellow though, man. God, I am just in a chill mood today.
Awesome.
Right. And our guest, we have Geeks and Drinks. Steve, what's going on, buddy?
What's going on, guys?
What's up, man? How's it going?
It's good, man. I just got off work a little while ago, so enjoying some beers and gonna do this for a while, so should be fun.
Awesome,
yeah,
man.
I hope you're in a chill mood because I am super relaxed right now. Let me just turn my phone down and let's get this going. Steve, you drink coffee?
Yeah, I do.
You like Starbucks?
It's okay. I just like black coffee, like with nothing in it.
No creamer. So when you go to Starbucks, what do you get, man? If you ever do go to Starbucks, just a black, no cream, no sugar, no nothing?
If I go to Starbucks, I'll get like something a little bit more fancy, I guess, but on the regular, it's just like black coffee. Like I'd rather get like a smoothie or something from Starbucks instead of
something refreshing. Yeah,
that's how my wife drinks her coffee, man. Black, straight up, nothing, no cream, no nothing.
Yeah, that's how my granddad did it, and like I felt like that was like something that a man does or something. Drink black coffee, so I just have always done it now. So,
dude, I ain't no man, dude. I'm vanilla, had hazelnut, had a ton of sugar. I barely drink. I drink iced coffee and stuff. Okay, Starbucks is awesome, man. Everybody loves Starbucks, bro. But we went tonight and we got 3 talls and a cookie, and that was $18. Is that crazy or what, bro?
Yeah, that's insane.
And then the thing is, I so much rather prefer a McDonald's frappe than like a frappe from the frappe's got Starbucks speed, man. I don't know about you guys feel about that. Like I'll crave a frappe.
McDonald's, yeah.
But those are like $3, aren't they? And they have like the whipped cream and the caramel drizzled on the top and stuff.
Yeah, it's almost like a candy.
Yeah, I do like those every once in a while. Those are really good. So
the Starbucks ones, I mean the McDonald's ones.
Yeah, the McDonald's ones.
You crave those.
Yeah, those are good.
Those are damn good. All right, that was a nod to somebody, and then here comes another nod to that same somebody. Steve, man, it was awesome meeting you in person, bro.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Like that was like super cool how you made the time to do that, because like it was like I was shoehorning that into everything else that I was doing. So that was a really cool part of that trip.
Dude, it was awesome, man. Then when was that?
That was back last year, wasn't it?
That was like the beginning of January, because like this year, because we were going on a cruise, and
segue.
Yeah, and we went to the Bahamas, and like I knew that you were down in Miami, so like I hit you up and wanted to see if you wanted to go hang out for a little while.
Dude, that was awesome, bro.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Like that whole thing was like completely lucky too, because like 2 weeks after that, that's whenever they started like docking all those ships out there. So like, we barely missed that.
You got it in just in the nick of time.
Yeah, you just barely missed it. You would have been stuck in a boat for like weeks.
Yeah, because it was literally like 2 weeks later that they like started not letting anybody dock, and like everything went crazy. Mm-hmm. So like that was a lot of fun that we even got to do anything like that. So, but yeah, that was cool. Like meeting up with you and what was that place called that we went to? I forget the name.
Gauntlet Comics.
Yeah, Gauntlet Comics.
Oh, nice. So you guys made it all the way up or down, I guess you want to call it, down to Gauntlets.
He was actually staying in Miami, right?
Yeah. I think that was like 10 minutes away from like the hotel that I was staying at.
Dude, that's awesome. Yeah.
Dude, but you want to know how cool Steve is? You know how he thinks ahead? I think we met like at 5, 6 o'clock, 6:30. It was some time around there. And I get there and he's there. And he tells me, no, I've been here for an hour. I just knew the minute you got here, I wasn't going to be able to look for books.
Yeah, so I wanted to have time to look around the whole store.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm that way, man.
After I got there, he wasn't able to look for books.
Yeah, we completely stopped. I only talked to you for the last hour that I was there, so I knew that was going to happen because I met up with George and like whenever I went to Minnesota, and we really didn't look at books either. I was like more focused on just hanging out with him and shooting the shit with that guy. So,
dude, it was awesome, man. I wish your kids would have been there, man. It would have been nice to meet them.
Yeah, they're not really big into like going with me for long periods of time to like hunt for books. But like if I'm going on a Wednesday to pick up my books, and it's in and out, like I can get them to do that. But if I'm going for like an hour or 2 hours or something, they're at this point they're like pretty well over it. I think I've like ruined comic books for them, to be honest.
They want to get back to their video games.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like they'll say as long as I get to bring like the Switch or something, like they'll cruise with me. But
that's my family, man. We go to.
What's that?
We go to cons and my wife is off looking at the knickknacks and the arts and crafts, and I'm just looking at books. I could look at books for days. Yeah,
we take like when the Colorado Springs Comic-Con comes here, we take 2 cars because they never want to stay for more than like an hour. So I'll stay for the rest of the time by myself.
Damn, you got anybody there that you hang out with to shop, to hunt and stuff?
No, not really. Like I'm like super busy with work, so. It's and then like I have 2 kids and the lady, so it's kind of hard to fit a lot of other stuff into that. But there is like a YouTuber that lives here by the name of Waptybird or Brendan. Me and him like every once in a while we'll meet up at a shop, but it's hard to like make everybody's schedule work for that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Are you close? You're close to Mile High?
I think I'm an hour away. I've never been to Mile High either.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I've been to Mile High.
I've been to Mile High, bro.
But it's like one of those things. Whenever it's like in your backyard, it's always there. So it's not as important. Yeah, I've only heard like that it's overpriced and stuff like that.
Imagine, yeah.
It is. It definitely is.
So like I don't want to like get disappointed and go there and it's just like, oh fuck, this place is way overpriced and I'm not going to buy anything here. I'd rather go to like a hole in the wall almost,
Yeah.
Because you find way more stuff there, and like it's usually like 2 people working there or something, so everybody's like way nicer and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I bought anything when I went to Mile High, but just checking it out.
Yeah, it's like the experience of going there.
Yeah, but I'm not from there, so it's like living in New York and not caring about the Statue of Liberty or something.
Yeah, that's like whenever we went to Miami, like we had to go to South Beach and we had to do all these things that you guys probably don't ever want to do,
Yeah.
We're not from there, so we wanted to like hit all these spots that like we've heard of and just check them out,
Dude, you ask anybody here, and it's like, Javi, when's the last time you went to South Beach?
Long time ago. Probably last summer.
Yeah, well,
last summer sounds about right for me too.
That's like the mountains. Like you can see the mountains from my house, like Pikes Peak and the whole mountain range. But we never make it down there. Like it may be once a year that we'll go down there to go do something, but it's like we never do that kind of stuff because it's right there. We always see it, and it's always like terribly crowded. Like we have this place called Garden of the Gods.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
Oh, you've been there?
I've never been there, but it's just like crazy looking rocks.
Yeah, it's like these red rocks and stuff, and it's real pretty. But it takes away from it when you go and you see like how many people's there, and like the whole path is paved, so it's not as like outdoorsy as you would think. It's very like built for tourists to come and walk around it. So you don't go there very often. But like if anybody comes here, like Jaguar came a few weeks ago. And I was like, dude, you got to go to Garden of the Gods because it is cool. But like, if you live here, you're just not going to go there very often.
What about Red Rocks?
Red Rocks is awesome. Like that is
that's
amazing.
the place to be, man. Yeah.
You got the shows there?
Well, yeah, I've got to see quite a few shows. I've seen like some shows that probably shouldn't have been there. Like I seen a Slayer there, and
Oh wow.
yeah, and Slipknot, and like there's no moshing because the whole thing is like yeah,
Right.
It's an
straight down.
amphitheater, yeah.
Yeah, and it's all rock, like rock seating and everything.
Yeah.
But like I've seen other bands like Deftones, and like they had like a disco ball kind of slowly turning around and stuff, and it was awesome. But you know, it's always cool just to go there.
Did you see U2 there?
Now I seen ICP there.
Oh, nice.
That was pretty goofy. That was like whenever I was like 16 years old and like was into the Great Malenko. So you know, it was a phase.
We all have phases, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to go to Red Rocks. I got to go to Mile High. And Mile High is a destination, dude. And yeah, I bought very little. I think I only spent like $40.
Yeah.
It's a destination, man. It's massive. And
Did you see anybody at Red Rocks, or did you just go and walk
no,
around?
we went.
Yeah, I just walked around too. Yeah.
Yeah, I walked around. We went up to the top. We walked around. I think they were doing a show, but it was later on.
Yeah.
I forget who it was.
That place it's amazing. Like to go see a show. It's probably like the coolest place. You know, I haven't been to everywhere, obviously, but that's like one of the coolest places to see a show.
Speaking of everywhere, is that what that map behind you signifies?
Yeah, it's Chantel, or my girlfriend, calls that like my midlife crisis, like where I just wanted to go and travel like everywhere, like and I just felt like time was running out for me to see these places. Like I seen it like I think it was like an Expedia ad like 5 or 6 or so years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There was like this old man like climbing a pyramid in Mexico, and like the tag at the end was like it's never too late to explore. I was like, fuck, man, like I don't want to be that old where I can't like where I'm struggling to climb that mountain. So yeah, like 6 years ago, I made it a point to travel to all these, you know, as many places as I possibly could, and it's been a lot of fun. Like I really enjoyed that. That's probably like equal or maybe just a tad bit more than like my comic obsession is. Like
Really?
Yeah,
Dude,
I love it.
You've been out of the country too. I see that, right?
Yeah, not just a few places, but like, you know, like I had a trip. I think it was like August 1st. That kind of got scrapped.
Yeah.
But I was going to go to Australia and then New Zealand. Yeah, and I had the tickets and everything, and then I pushed it back till March because of this, and then like I eventually just kind of cashed in, and I'm going to schedule it after everything is like kind of like a bit more open and going.
Have you been taking it like you said you scrapped it, but have you been taking advantage of like the future flights? Because I think they're like being a little bit cheaper now.
Yeah, like I before I was watching like a ton of like comic book content on YouTube. I was watching a lot of travel vloggers, you know, like
Nice.
so I could like figure out like how they're doing it, how are they doing all this stuff. And there's these people called Kara and Nate, and like they had these videos saying like this is how I travel for free, pretty much. I fly for free, and that stuff is like totally legit, you know. Like so, it's like you sign up for like miles cards, and as long as you're like good with credit cards and stuff, like you'll be fine. But it's like you spend $500 or $1,000 in 3 months, and they give you 50,000 miles. And you just keep doing it and you acquire all these miles. So like that trip to Australia, for a round trip from Springs, it was $110. So it was already cheap. And like whenever I flew to Peru, and that was $20.
Wow.
$20.
Yeah, and I went to Costa Rica and it was $90 for a round trip.
Wow.
I took the whole family to San Francisco for $40 round trip. $40 total.
How did you do that? How did you go back? How did you do that?
It's like if you like look up like travel hacking or points cards, you just sign up for a card. You make like you buy like groceries, you buy all your stuff. You write up everything that you're gonna spend for that month. You spend it on the card, you pay it off, and then they give you the 50,000 miles or whatever, or 20,000 miles or whatever it is. And then like if like I get my girlfriend to sign up, then they give me another 20,000. They give her 50,000. So all of a sudden we have like just a shit ton of miles, and we can just kind of fly all over the place for super cheap.
No,
So it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
no way.
Yeah. It's so like whenever I
Okay,
tell guys,
wait. You were going to Australia, right, and New Zealand. How much were the tickets to go there?
well, it was only like, so I did a round trip from Springs to Sydney, and it cost me $110 and 80,000 points. And
Fuck out of town, bro. Are you kidding me?
and then after that, I was going to have to pay, like, I paid 150 to go to New Zealand from Sydney, and then I was going to go from Sydney to Auckland to Fiji, and then Fiji to Cairns to see the Great Barrier Reef, and then fly back down to Sydney. And then, like, I save money by just staying in hostels and stuff like that, you know, because you can get $5 a night for something like that.
Were you going to take the whole family, or was it just going to be you?
No, I just go by myself because,
Really?
yeah, they don't really like traveling that much unless it's to a beach and it's within 5 hours. So, like, you know, Miami's fine, Cancun's fine, or California. Like, anywhere outside of that zone, it's kind of like a little bit too far. But my youngest was telling me he wants to go on a trip while we were having dinner today. So, you know, he's going to be 8 now. So I'm like more than happy to take him if he wants to go. But my oldest, he doesn't like to travel, and the lady, she doesn't really like to travel. So that was like something I had to get over too, is like doing it by myself.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
How was that, dude?
Yeah, it was. I remember I bought my first trip. I took my brother, and we went to Iceland, and that was like kind of like a nice little way for me to like dip my toes into like going somewhere, but with somebody like that I could rely on.
Yeah.
And that showed me like what it was like to stay in a hostel, and you know, and that was different too. Like that was a whole different experience.
How is that? How's staying in a hostel?
It was weird.
Was
Like,
it like the
You got
movie?
like the movie in.
there was like,
they're gonna cut my Achilles tendon.
No. So, me and my brother, like, we're like, you know, pretty big drinkers, I guess. So we were drinking like the whole time, and you know, a lot of those people that are staying in hostels, not everybody are there to drink, you know. So one night, like, my brother came in at like 5 a.m, and some like French girl woke up and like threw water right in his face. And she was like, "I could just punch you." And it was like the funniest thing ever. I just kind of looked at him, and then I like laid back down because I had went to bed. I came home at, I think, like 2 a.m, because I wanted to like still get up and do stuff like, while I was there. I didn't want to just like stay up till 5 and then sleep. Like, he was staying up till 5 and sleeping till 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and then doing it over again. So, so like the next trip, I went to Thailand, and I remember like going to the airport.
By yourself?
Yeah, by myself. And I remember going to the airport and being like super nervous, sitting at the airport in Springs, like, I don't know if I really even want to do this. But yeah, it was fun. Like, once I got there and like they dropped me off, like, because I did the same thing like I was telling you with like South Beach. I wanted to hit up all the places that I'd heard of and see it all for myself. So I went to this place called Koh San Road, and it's like this backpackers like party street. And I remember like the taxi driver pulled up, and it was like just this huge line of people, and he's like, "Okay, just start walking, you know, for 10 minutes and you'll get to your hotel." And like, I really felt like I was in the kind of the thick of it at that moment. Like, I was actually there, and it turned out to be a lot of fun. Like, and then after that, like, I felt more comfortable to start doing trips by myself, you know.
Dude,
They have a lot of street food over there in Thailand.
Yeah, man. Like,
I don't know if you went to Bangkok, right? In Thailand, right? I don't know.
That's where. So we flew into Bangkok, and that's where I went to go to Koh San Road. And then like I left there. I stayed there for a few days, and I did like the temples and the wet market, or not the wet market, but the river market. And then I flew up to Chiang Mai, and I celebrated Songkran there. It's like this holiday where they just spray you with water and put white shit all over your face. And, it was a lot of fun. Like, and then I flew down after that. I flew down to Phuket, and then I hung out there, and then flew back to Bangkok and hung out before I came back home.
Dude, that is so fucking cool, bro.
That's awesome, man.
I really, I think I would have regretted it if I hadn't focused on that. Like that was like a huge focus for me for a while. It still is, but this whole thing that's going on right now really put like a stop to all that. So,
have you ever been in have you traveled and you've ever been like, oh shit, what the fuck? I can't be here, or you ever felt like, what the fuck? Did they ever, like, at the airport start asking you questions and you were like, what the hell's going on?
No, everybody was like that's, my family was like really nervous for me whenever I
of course.
But it's like really not like that. As long as like you keep your nose clean to some extent. Like if you're out there like looking for stuff like that's illegal here, that's probably illegal there.
Yeah.
You're more than likely gonna find yourself in trouble doing something with like shady people or just shady areas.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like like my family, like they gave me this travel rating right here. And I slabbed it in like an old slab.
I saw that, yeah.
Wait, can you show that closer, or is that stuck on there?
I have it taped on. 1 second. But this was like them like kind of making fun of me. Like they gave me this travel rating, and they'd fill in a star every time like I went somewhere. But like for the longest time, I was like the 1-star traveler. And they'd always call me that, and it was because like I didn't know what to do whenever I got there, so I would book a lot of tours, and I'd be very touristy, like going like. So when we went to Iceland, it was like we did tours of the Northern Lights and glaciers and like the.
You've seen the Northern Lights?
Yeah, like I built that up in my head so big. By the time I saw it, it was like it wasn't exactly what I was picturing.
What were you? Okay, what were you picturing, and what was the reality?
I was picturing it to be like very vivid and moving like this, and like moving fast, like all over. But it's like a slow moving cloud that's like tinted green, like. And they said like there's different times where it's more like impressive. So like I don't know. I don't have anything to compare it to. Like I've never seen it again. But it was cool. Like I really like that was one thing I really wanted to do. Like I had like a bucket list of different things I wanted to see, and it was like the Northern Lights was one. I wanted to see I wanted to go fishing in the Amazon, and I got to do that.
Are you serious, bro?
Yeah, I went to whenever I was in Peru, I went up to Iquitos, and we took a boat like 2.5 hours into the Amazon and stayed at this lodge. And it was cool. Like I'm not built for that. Like next time if I ever do that again, like I'll like, cause there's nicer hotels there, like kind of on the Amazon. And my guide was like, yeah, that's where all the people stay that need a swimming pool and need all this. Like where I stayed, like, man, it was like terrible. Like I just wasn't built for that anymore. Like I'm more like, I do like coffee in the morning and a swimming pool at night. But like this one was, it was like a half wooden hut, and then the whole top and like the top part and like the top part of the bottom, I guess, was all net. So like at nighttime, all you heard was like animals, and it was terribly hot. Like, cause there was no air conditioning. Everything was run by a generator. So at 10 o'clock, the generator.
Anything? You didn't even have a fan?
No. At 10 o'clock, the generator just shuts off, and then everything's pitch black.
Pitch black, yeah.
And I'm just laying in there, and you can't like, you have to lay under this net, and you can't have like any food anywhere because these animals get in.
Yeah.
And they start like crawling around. They'll eat your food. And I like the first night I was so tired I just fell asleep. But the second night I was a little, more awake and stuff. And all I heard all night was like animals crawling, and I could not sleep. I was like terrified of like what I had got myself into.
Dude, that is so cool.
That takes camp. Yeah, that's like takes camping to a whole nother level, man. Sleeping in the Amazon.
Yeah, it was fun. They asked me what I wanted to do there, and I said I want to go fishing, and I want to catch a piranha. And we did that. Like they took me out there, and like it was only me and the guide, like because it was like just a random in the middle of the week. So like the whole time in that lodge, like the first night there was 2 couples, and then that was their last night there, and that was my first night. So my second and third night, there was nobody else there. It was just like me and the guide, and it was cool. So like everything we got to do, like the night walk through the jungle, it was just me and him. When we went to go fishing, it was just me and him. Like it was really neat. Like, and I'm glad I got to do that too. Like I don't know if that would be like on the top of my list to like recommend to go like for somebody, but like it was really cool like to see that, like, and to experience that.
What's the coolest place you've gone to, man? Like I haven't traveled a lot outside of the United States.
Yeah.
But there's certain places in the United States that, oh man, I can't wait to go back. And I'll go back. What place is like that for you that it's like, my God, this was so, like you got home and you were like, guys, this was amazing.
For me, like, and this is like probably the least exciting place, but it's Cancun. I love going to Cancun.
Oh my God!
It has like,
serious, bro. Give me a better place.
It has like the prettiest water ever. Like the food is good. Like the people are so nice. Like and then it has like historical stuff to see, like Chichen Itza and Tulum and all these cool places like that are so old, and to see them face to face is like, it's crazy. But like Cancun by far is like,
by far,
that's just like it has like the historic stuff, and it has like one of the most beautiful beaches I've ever seen.
Really? Which is do you remember the name of the beach?
No, we always stay in like the hotel district, so like I couldn't tell you what it's like. The prettiest, bluest water I've ever seen, though.
What's the worst place you've gone to?
Oh man, I don't know. I don't know if like I think I like everywhere, like to some extent.
Okay, what place wouldn't you go? You don't need to go back to. How about that?
Yeah, I don't know, like, because I think everywhere I've been, like, I'd sort of like to take somebody back to, but it'd probably be somewhere in the States, like Kansas. Like, I don't really have any desire to go back to Kansas,
I hope there's not a lot of YouTubers.
I lived in Kansas for 6 years. So, like, I lived there for 6 years. It's fine. Like, there's just, like, there's nothing there that makes me want to go back.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have family there, and there's nothing there that I haven't seen that I want to go back to see, I guess.
Where were you born?
In Oklahoma.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So like my dad was in the military, so that's we traveled all the time, like in the military, and like I got to live in Germany and go to the Netherlands, and I by the time I became an adult and I wasn't traveling like that anymore, I didn't realize how much I missed traveling until like I wasn't doing it anymore, because I was just tagging along with my family and doing all that stuff. So
are all those spots all the places that you visited after traveling while growing up?
Except Germany and the Netherlands.
Okay.
Those are because like, and my girlfriend was like, those don't really count anymore, And I was like, well, I still went there, so like, I'd like to. I'd still like to go back to Germany and stuff, and go to Oktoberfest or something like that. Do something fun, but like, I mean,
you get the boot,
Das Boot or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm not good at slamming beer though, so that wouldn't be like my thing to do, because I think you have to like slam the whole beer.
What did you think of South Beach? How did you like Miami, bro?
It was interesting. Like, me and my girlfriend kept looking over because we were on the beach, and there was like this dude in like a Speedo just like stretching right in front of us for like 20 minutes. And like, we were looking at each other, like, what the hell is he doing? Because I felt like he was making eye contact with us. It was so weird.
Dude, that is so Miami.
That is so Miami. Yeah, you see the people that are orange with their tan. Yeah, man.
But it was fun though. Like, the water is like super warm. Like it's nice to get into. It was a lot of fun. Like, and we've been there twice. I've been there a few times. Like going to other destinations, like just stopping over. But like, we've actually been there twice where we've kind of got to go around town and do stuff. So yeah, it's been fun. Like I like, like, I don't know a lot about that place, but like what I got to see, it was a lot of fun.
when you guys were down here, didn't you go into the Everglades?
Yeah, we did that. Yeah,
did you do that tour right during the day we met?
Yeah, we did the Everglades because we thought that'd be a really cool thing for the boys to see. You know, it was okay. Like we had already did it once, and like because we went the first time with just me and her, and we did the Everglades, and we did almost exactly the same thing we did with the boys, but then we wanted to show the boys. But I remember like doing the Everglades, and we said we probably would do that again. You know? But like for the boys, like, it's different.
The airboat, yeah.
Yeah, the airboats, yeah. It was cool. I mean, it's just really fast. It's like a 15 to 20 minute boat ride, and then you go to like a little zoo and look at
the gators. Right?
Yeah. So, but I mean, it's cool. Like it's a little less like I thought it was going to be a little bit more like different, you know, like a little bit more wild or something. But it's like two school buses pull up with you, and everybody gets on like different boats, and like that's why they called me the one-star traveler, because like whenever I like do stuff like that, I'm like, oh, look at this, I found an Everglades here, this should be exciting, and then it turns out to be like just 20 buses of and so it's like
Javi, have you done the airboats?
It's been a while, man, but it's not something that ever interested me, man.
I've never done the airboats. Dude,
Yeah.
I live me and Javi, it's right down the block, man, pretty much. It's about 10 minutes from us.
Yeah, all the Everglades have been torn down, and they just put houses over them now.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
That's why it's in your backyard, so you don't do it. But like if you go visit, like that's why you guys went to Mile High and stuff. It's because like it's cooler, you know.
It's cool going to like the amusement park sometimes, and then like like Disney has Animal Kingdom, and then Tampa has like a place where you can go see the animals, and then you see like the huge ass gators. That's pretty gnarly.
Yeah, we got the clubs. We got that.
Yeah.
What's up, D-Runk?
What's up, D-Runk?
Hey, okay, who was cooler to me or D-Runk, bro?
I like you both. I'll say like I met, I got to like hang out with D-Runk for a lot longer. So, like,
you guys go out drinking and stuff like that?
Right now, you're on my show.
Yeah.
Fuck D-Runk. I was cooler.
No, that's like.
I made more of an impression in a shorter bit of time.
Whenever like I started watching like YouTube videos for comic book stuff, it was more to I was trying. I don't know what I was trying to do. I was starting to get stuff slabbed, and I was like seeing what the process was like. I was like watching other people, like seeing what they did, how they did it, like, and then I started watching like Comic Tom, like, and just started like all of a sudden, like I just started watching all this stuff. So like whenever I started doing it, it wasn't necessarily to meet people, because like I did those travel vloggers for a long time, and I never ever talked to any of them. Even if I left like, oh, cool video, there's so many people that was watching. By the time I was watching it, it was never nothing but like a video to watch. Right. So whenever I was watching the YouTube stuff with comics, it was way different, So like I got into that, the watching all that just to watch for, I guess, to learn stuff. But then like I started actually, people were commenting back, and then I started talking to all these people, and that's like been one of the coolest things about doing it all. So yeah, meeting George was a lot of fun. Like he picked me up from the airport.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we went out to eat. We drank a lot of beer, and went to GalaxyCon together. It was a lot of fun. Like, and then like, yeah, I got to meet you. I got to meet Jaguar.
Where's Jaguar at?
Ohio. I think he's like 2 hours away from where Biggie's at.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
You do a lot of stuff with Jaguar. He's like your partner, huh?
No, I think we just get along really well. Like it's more like
there's nothing wrong with that, dude. He's your partner.
Yeah, I mean, like, just like it's because like I don't think of it too much of like, because before like I started doing YouTube and stuff, I didn't have like Facebook or anything, so like I won a Comic Tom giveaway, and there was no way, like it was like when he had like 500 subscribers, and I won like one of his giveaways.
Wow.
And I had no way to like get a hold of him, so like I made an Instagram. And by the time I did that, he'd already given away what I'd won, but he let me go into his eBay store and pick anything that I wanted.
Okay, yeah.
So like I ended up keeping the Instagram, and then YouTube has just been like more of a interactive type of social media for myself, because I'm not making shows or anything. It's more or less like I like to get on and shoot the shit with somebody or talk to somebody like that. So it's been a lot of fun. Like, it's been different than what I expected it to be whenever I first started messing with it. That's for sure.
Oh God, me too, man. I don't know about you, Javi, but I never expected this.
No,
When people meeting people,
a whole crew. Yeah,
it's crazy. It's crazy. I never in a million years would have expected that.
Yeah, I think the only bad thing that it's did for me, because like whenever I buy books before YouTube, like I had 100% reading. Like I was reading everything that I was buying.
Yeah.
And then once like I started getting really into YouTube, I was buying like hot covers and spec books, and somebody would recommend something, and I would get that too. And then now I just have like boxes and boxes of stuff that like, so now like my reading is way down from like what I actually own. It's kind of like terrible, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've cut back on my pull list, so now I'm just pulling like a few things.
Me too. What are you reading?
I just got done reading the Power Rangers Turtles. And I'm not like a Power Rangers guy, but like I'm a Turtles guy. But I thought that like was such a fun story to read. And then Venom and Thor, and then I'm getting the Turtle book right now, like just Turtles in general. And that's it. Oh, and Death Metal. I'm getting Death Metal, but like I probably won't read any of that until I collect all of them, because I'll do that with like the Batman Who Laughs and stuff. Like I just bought all of them, like, and then once I had them all, then I read them. And then I got rid of them after that, because it wasn't my favorite story. It was okay though.
Hey, D has a question, man. And you know what? This is a hell of a question, D. You're a hell of a question.
I don't know. It's like he said it in like his last video. Yeah, I still call him Fat Cats, because like that's who he was whenever he first started. He was Fat Cats. He wasn't Jaguar. So like in my phone, I think I still have him as Fat Cats.
Nice.
Dude, I've seen him with you, and then I subscribed to him, and he put up a video the other day. I watched it, and I've been watching it more and more.
Yeah, he puts up way more videos than I do. Like he actually has like, some of you guys like actually have plans like to do stuff like this. So yeah, that's what makes it entertaining. Like the whole thing entertaining.
Dude, this is pretty much. Today I looked at what I put out, and it's like it's all Inquiring Minds. One show. I'll do a little.
That's how it is for me, man. Yeah, Silver Age Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I love it though. It's entertaining, and it's nice to get that repetitive nature to it, I think.
Yeah, but there's people that put up stuff every single day. I don't know how they do it, man.
Yeah, or like Biggie, he just like pushes, record and just starts recording the most random shit ever. Like I'm always at work, and like I'll jump in and like I'll say hi, and like he's not even looking at the camera. He's like it's sitting on his seat, and he's driving somewhere. So I don't even know if he like sees me like say hi half the time, because he's like just has it set in somewhere like facing him or somewhere he's driving.
But it's must watch TV, right? It's must watch YouTube, right? When Biggie's on.
Yeah, I mean like whenever he did, because he like dropped that Community or whatever.
Yeah,
he dropped that like at 1:30, and I got on, and like he never got on. He never like did anything. So like it was like 4:00 my time.
Yeah.
When he finally did it, and I was knee deep in work, but I was like trying to like, listen to it as well as I can. It's tough to like, especially like, because like I've met 2 years worth of people making content now. Mm-hmm. So like, when somebody does an hour here and an hour there, and another person does an hour, it stacks up, especially if you're watching the replays, like, trying to keep up with everybody. So like, I try to do my best though, like, especially like with the guys that I communicate with, like, always try to jump in there and at least like, I'll say, I'm at work, but I'll give you a thumbs up real quick and, do it that way.
No, I'm the same way, dude. But what up to my first stream partner, Papa Ronk? Geeks was what? One of the first dudes I streamed with, Biggie. Wow.
Yeah. I think I did a stream with 84 and Biggie, and I was like annihilated drunk. Like, that's been like one of the worst parts is like, so I can't like, it's hard for me to rewatch some stuff because like, especially like depending on the time, like, cause like I'll get a little loose lipped or something and just I have too many beers, but that's why I had so much fun with D too, is cause like he was drinking as many beers as I was. So it was a good time. I didn't feel bad for my beer addiction, I guess.
Dude, yeah. You weren't judging each other. It was just you're just steady. Yeah.
Yeah. I texted him like 2 days ago and I said, hey, did you get that Superman book slabbed, or is that going to be your sketchbook? Like, cause he got one from Dominic Levert. Mm-hmm. And he told me again and I was like, oh shit. Yeah, you did tell me that. And he's like, yeah, it's all right. Like people that drink like us tend to forget. And I was like, yeah, true.
Dude, D and me, I haven't done too much with D, but he just seems like he's so fucking down, dude.
Oh, he's the best, man. Like he's so quick witted and
he's super quick witted, man.
Yeah.
K84 is saying, yeah, you were.
He freaking cracks me up, bro. I know he works a lot and he doesn't come on a lot, but dude, he's always fucking cracking me up on his videos. Yeah,
for the longest time he was putting out videos pretty frequently, but yeah, it's slowed down. But that's a crazy pace to try to do it all the time,
It is.
Yeah, some guys like that's why I say like doing a repetitive kind of like this is the time of the show, this is the day. Mm-hmm. I think it like helps you guys out too, because you're like, okay, I have to do this at this time.
I don't know if it does, man.
No,
it's like I don't know. It's like, okay, I tell my wife, okay, I got to show this day, and this day that and usually it's Wednesdays at 9, but we're super flexible. We never advertise Javi. We never put it on Instagram.
Yeah.
We just go. We don't have questions.
Yeah.
We don't do. It's like, hey, bro, can you want to come on the show? 9 o'clock works for you. Even with you, Steve. It was like, dude, we could do 10 if you want. We'll accommodate. It doesn't matter.
No, it was like an excuse to get out of work early too, because like I told him, I was like, hey, I got something to do tonight. I gotta go an hour early. So I could have pushed it, but like I've been at that job for quite a while now, so they're pretty lenient with me, like about that kind of stuff. So
that's cool, dude, because you were telling me, we were going back on Instagram yesterday, and you were telling me, oh yeah, dude, tough day at work, and I'm like, damn, that fucking sucks, dude.
Yeah, so, I mean, like it's
got out early. This was an excuse to get out early, even better.
It's a warehouse. Like I work in a beer distributor, like with a
okay.
Yeah. Oh, it's nice because like I stock the employee fridge, and then every night like I just rate it and bring it all home with me.
Yeah.
So, not all of it, but I'll bring a 6-pack or something. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, but like just like the warehouse mentality sometimes, like it could be somewhat rough,
Dude, you know what's funny? I'm gonna bring this up, dude. But when I met you, you were so clean cut. Is that like the COVID hair or what?
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, D always is saying like get a haircut, but like I'm to a point where
roughing it, bro. What's up with that, dude?
I want to grow my hair out. Like I want to get long hair.
Nice.
I really like having like I had long hair like 10 years ago, but like we were doing pictures for the cruise, and Chantel wanted me to like get a nice haircut, so I got like a short and spiky to make nice pictures. But after that, I just started letting it grow again.
If you guys want to see those pictures, they're on Steve's Instagram. They're a shot of me and Steve at my LCS.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun though.
It was, dude. Do you cruise a lot, or is that I cruise? The last time we were planning on going on a cruise this year.
Oh wow!
But before we go like every 2 or 3 years. I think one cruise every 3 years, and we're good.
Yeah, that was my first cruise, and I think that
That was your first cruise?
yeah, I think it'd be my last one though. Like
Really?
it wasn't like
Cruises are
for me.
different. Yeah, you kind of
'Cause
just stuck on the boat. Like,
yeah, exactly. You were stuck on the boat, and like the places that I wanted to see, like I had a limited amount of time to see them. Like, and then like when you have like 8 hours to explore somewhere, it's like it doesn't like it's not very long because like if you want to travel anywhere, that's like an hour there, an hour back, and then do something else. If you want to eat while you're there, that's another hour. So like all of a sudden you have 4 hours to look at a beach. So I remember just like drinking a lot and eating a lot because like there was tons of free food.
Yeah.
So that was it was cool. Like I just don't think it like was for me. Like,
dude, when we go on a cruise and it's like we stop at a place for an excursion, we get off, we see the port, and we go back on the boat, and we got the whole fucking boat to ourselves, bro. And they still fucking feed you. They still have like games, like trivia games, and they still got shit going on the boat. It's just very little people on the boat, and we just have the whole freaking boat. We got the pool to ourselves.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. Because those excursions, dude, they're freaking, they run up in price, and you're always rushed.
Yeah.
What I don't like about it. And plus, it's a freaking lot of money when you got like, a wife, 2 kids, and it backs up, man. We just stay on the boat. I freaking love it. I come home with all these. I come home with all the little boat trophies from the trivia game.
Yeah.
Nobody playing against me, so I win automatically. It's the best shit ever, bro.
Yeah, I remember like they had a 24-hour pizza there, and like every time I was bored, I'd just go get more pizza. Like, just like, well, I guess I'll go eat some more pizza because there's like, and it was. I mean, like there was cool parts like watching the sunset or something, and like looking over the side of the boat and just seeing the water forever.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think like I guess if I did do another one, it maybe be like Alaska or something, but like I don't I think
Alaska, bro.
Yeah, I think I'd rather just go to Alaska though and like just get into like the rough of it, like kind of see some other stuff, not be completely rushed, because you could rent a car and drive up the coast, and like have a little bit more freedom.
So do you still, like you were saying, that when you go traveling you do like all the touristy things? Did you stop doing those touristy things?
No. I mean, like, cause like sometimes, like, cause like some of those places that I go, like, I have a month of vacation at work,
Okay.
and I'll go somewhere for 2 weeks, and I squeeze everything into those. So like sometimes like a quick tour is like an easy way to see something, because like whenever I went to Peru, like I went to Lima, and then I went to Cusco, and then I went to Iquitos, and then I went back to Lima. So it was literally like 2 days here, 3 days here, just enough to get my bearings of where I was at, and it's not like a full 2 weeks that I go, because I have to give a little bit of time to get there and a little bit of time to get back to get used to before I go back to work. But I, like sometimes like those, it's not like a tour. It'd be just like like whenever I was in Lima, like I was at my hostel, and I had nothing to do, and they had like a chalkboard of like things that they like will do, do for you, or like and so like I was sitting there, and I said they had like a surfing thing, and I said I think I'm gonna go surfing, and I did that like within like 30 minutes, and it was just me and one dude surfing like off the coast of Lima, like where like these huge cliffs are, and you just see them like right in front of you. It was super cool. Like it was. Have you guys been surfing?
No, man.
Yeah, that was so much work. Like I paid for an hour.
It is.
And
you haven't done it.
Yeah, I think I gave up after 40 minutes. Like I said, I think I'm done like doing this, because it would take me like 10 minutes just to paddle out to where he was, and it would take him like 2 minutes.
Right?
Dude, it was. I thought like for a second like I could just give up and not swim anymore. Like I was so tired. It was so hard to like keep pushing forward. But You know, like it was a lot of fun. Like I don't know, like so like I wouldn't say that's a tour, but it was just like spur of the moment, kind of like something that was offered to do. So I'll do a lot of stuff like that, but I will like, you know, if it's something big, you know, like when I was gonna go to Australia, I was gonna do a tour, like book a tour for the Great Barrier Reef, because you know I don't know how to get there, like, and I don't know any other way but to book a tour. So like that's probably like the, you know, somewhat of the lamest way to do it, but like that's the easiest way to.
Yeah, you still get there and experience it.
Yeah, it's a easy way to experience it, and like you're fed lunch, you know, so you don't have to worry about anything. You eat, look, and then go back to your thing. So I don't know, it's a lot of fun.
Dude, how long were you gonna be in? How long did you have planned to go to Australia?
It was 2 weeks. It's always 2 weeks. I always do 2 weeks. Like once a year, I'll do.
Pissed off, bro?
What's that?
Your family doesn't get pissed off?
No, they're like, I think my first trip, whenever I went to Iceland, like her family was like wondering why I was going by myself, and then my family was saying to be careful and all this stuff. But now, like, it's not even a conversation. Like she like encourages me to do that. She's like, no, you should, you know, keep booking and do stuff like that. Because like just because like she doesn't want to do it doesn't mean I shouldn't do it. Like or like with like something like with her, like if she wants to do something and I'm like, that sounds kind of dumb, like I would never discourage her from doing it though, you know. Like I'm like, well, you only live once, so if that's what you need to do, then you should go do it.
Let me ask you, oh my god, I just had a brain fart. What the fuck? I just had a brain fart. Oh, you know what? How often do you communicate? Like, let them know what's going on with you.
I mean, I don't take like I don't buy a phone card or a SIM card whenever I go, but like with Apple phones, as long as like, you know, you get like free iMessage or whatever,
free Wi-Fi or something. Yeah.
Well, like as long as you're on Wi-Fi, you can still like FaceTime them. So like I do it like that, but like whenever I'm like out and about, like walking around or doing something that I don't have any Wi-Fi, then like, you know, there's no way to communicate. But like you know, I try to at least like talk to them, like send them an email or something, like and let them know that I'm doing okay. Like whenever I was in Thailand, there was like a huge time difference. Like, so if I called him at 8 a.m, it was 10 o'clock at night. So I couldn't always do that, but there was so much Wi-Fi everywhere. So I could walk down the street markets and literally like FaceTime her and be like, hey, do you think you'd like this? Because like they have the best deals on like Nike, like the knockoff Nike stuff. And like you get like Adidas shoes and Nike pants and stuff for like $5. You know, I remember like I was there for 2 weeks and I didn't do any laundry, so I literally threw away all my clothes and just went downstairs and just bought a bunch of shorts and stuff.
Yeah. That's awesome.
That's a great. What do you take? Okay, first, before I ask this, I just want to say hi to my cousin. What's up, George?
George.
Love you, George. What do you take with you? Do you take a ton of luggage? You take a backpack?
Yeah, I just take my backpack. I just take like a backpack and like a few shirts and a few pairs of pants, and like usually like you'll get somewhere like at one of those hostels you can pay them like $5 or $10 to do your laundry.
Oh, okay.
And so like it's not too bad, but like yeah, just because whenever I went to Iceland, I took a duffel bag of just like shit, like just tons of shit, and it was like the worst experience because like I had checked luggage and a backpack full of stuff. Like I didn't need all that stuff.
Yeah, you gotta carry it.
Yeah, I just didn't need it all. So like now I literally just take a backpack, like a regular size backpack, and I put like my chargers in it, my shorts, because shorts you can fit more in there, you know, like fit a bunch of shorts and t-shirts. And then I just plan on like at least doing laundry once or buying, like I always buy clothes over there anyways. It's tough to bring stuff back though. Yeah. Like that's the only thing, because like I have no room to do that. But that's like not the purpose of going there. You know, it's like the purpose is to experience it, not to shop. You know, like so.
Right.
that's not my main objective whenever I go there.
Do you just donate it, or you just?
I throw it away. Because it's disgusting clothes. Like whenever there's an ice on this, like it's like I'm sweating like all the time, you know. And like nobody's gonna want it there, and like everything's so cheap there. It's like, you know, like where I wouldn't even know who to give it to. At that point. And it's like, so I work at Budweiser, and I probably have like 3 dressers full of Budweiser shirts.
Sure.
You know, like I'm wearing a shirt now plus a work jacket. You know, that's like my whole wardrobe is like Budweiser stuff because they give us so much stuff. Like, and it's like not just work clothes; it's like craft beer, cool jackets and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like nothing that I'm really like holding on to. I guess, you know, it's like it's just it is what it is.
Do you drink Budweiser?
No, I can't stand Budweiser.
I fucking hate Budweiser, bro.
Yeah.
I hate Budweiser, dude.
Yeah. The only
Budweiser.
All it does is make me feel bloated, and you know, Budweiser is good for like a barbecue. Like if you guys are like just chilling and you want to like hang out and you're not doing anything but like sharing a beer with somebody.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like I can't drink Budweiser. I'd rather drink 3 IPAs of something. And just kind of like get to where I want to get to instead of trying to drink 15 Budweisers and just feeling like shit, you know?
Yeah, I just feel so full. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. Like I literally just feel full and gross and like I made like a huge mistake in life. So
dude, my cousin George, I don't know if you remember. He's in the chat. I don't know if he's still there. If he's still here, dude. I ran into him once at a bar here that doesn't exist. It was a hooligans bar.
Oh,
dude, okay. I just remember sitting across from him and fuck glasses, bro. We were just getting the picture.
Yeah. I've been there. Yeah. Me and my friends have been like, let's just get a pitcher each. And we're drinking out of the pitchers.
Dude, and it was Budweiser. Oh my God, dude. I remember freaking laying down on the sidewalk after we left. And I was just laying down on the sidewalk. Like, what the fuck am I?
Yeah.
Going on? I don't know if he remembers that, dude, but that shit, I'll never forget that shit. I was so fucked up. Oh my God, dude. And then it was on Budweiser, so you feel gross.
Oh yeah, like I don't really get hangovers ever because I'm seasoned at this.
I'm pretty good with hangovers myself.
But like Budweiser gives me like wicked heartburn and
no, you said it, dude. The bloated. Oh.
Yeah, and I just don't feel good in the morning. Like I just don't. I feel like overly stuffed with shit.
Yeah. Today's show is brought to you by Jim Beam Vanilla.
Oh, there you go.
Nice, classy.
I'm drinking Breckenridge Avalanche. It's a local beer.
Nice.
Oh, Breckenridge.
Yeah, that also got bought out with Budweiser, so it's actually like a Budweiser beer. But like, it's just like they, a lot of craft beers do that. They hide behind the craft name, but it's like it's just a big name that owns it. You know, like for the longest time, like before I started working at Budweiser, like I thought Blue Moon was a craft beer, and it's Coors. It's just a Coors beer, but they don't have Coors on the label anywhere. It's just to detour people that are kind of like beer snobs that won't drink Coors and Budweiser. So, but they're willing to drink a Blue Moon. You know, it's
of course, dude. And you know what? They're smart for doing that. That's just smart.
Yeah. I think that's terribly smart. Like, like for Budweiser to buy out Breckenridge, like for Colorado, like it's so smart. Like, because some people they want to go against the grain. So they want like something like the mom and pop type of feel to it, but they don't realize that it's just like, it's Budweiser. Like I remember whenever I was in the Amazon, like I was wearing an Elysian t-shirt, and the first night that I was there, and the couple was like, oh, we're from like, I think they were from like San Francisco, but Elysian is up in Washington or something, or Oregon, Washington, I think. And I was like, oh yeah, like where I work distributes this, and they were like dumbfounded when I told them it was a Budweiser product. They were like really heartbroken.
I was about to say, bro.
Corona, the beer Corona it originated in Puerto Rico, but everybody associates it with the Mexican beer. Yeah, because they sold the recipe to whatever, the Mexican company or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, Budweiser owns that too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know that about Corona.
Yeah. Man.
Really? Wow. Yeah, dude. This show has come to a stop.
Cheers to you guys.
Too much Jim Beam, bro.
See, I gotta stay away from like hard liquor because like
it hits you different.
Yeah, and it tastes so good too. Like if you're like I'll just like I'll drink hard liquor like I drink my coffee, you know, like just straight. Because like if I taste any like Coke or anything, I won't stop drinking it because it just tastes like a soda. So if it tastes like whiskey, then I pace myself better. But like it's still like it does hit you different, you know. Like
you know who got me on this shit? It's fucking 90, bro. The guy we started this on with, he's always drinking his Crown.
Yeah.
And I never drank whiskey. And now, I like you could tell, it's a vanilla. It's not the straight stuff.
Yeah, but that's really good, though. I'm sure. Like, I had a kick with honey whiskey for a long time.
It's super smooth, man. It's super smooth. Like, I could drink that a lot better. But, yeah, it's 90. He's a freaking bad influence. I hate that guy.
That's okay. I think, like, a little bit of bad influence is good every once in a while, you know? Like, you don't want to play it the straight and narrow all the time.
It is. He's brought fire to my life. Oh God, this is so stupid. I'm so stupid. Anyway, but dude, you know what, man? I gotta be honest with you. I didn't know where this show was. Look, first of all, me and Javi have wanted you on this show for a while, and I hit you up a long time ago, but your internet wasn't right, and I saw that you got your internet right. So I go, you know what? I gotta hit Steve up, have him on the show, right? And honest to God, I usually prepare, watch some videos, and before this show, I really didn't. But I watched your videos, so I didn't think I needed to, right? And of course, I know you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I think like that's more and less like just like the knowing of people's a little bit more special, you know, like because like the videos, like I don't make videos, and like sometimes like I will, and then I'll delete them or I'll put them to private or something. So like I think the last one that I did was for man caves, you know, because I'll do like a support video every now and then like me and my brother were kind of doing like a Sunday show, but it was more and less like it was more for like me just to talk to my brother, you know, because like we're older and we don't live in the same state, so it kind of gave us an excuse to like shoot the shit. But I was like really bad at that too, so because he would call me and be like, "Hey, you want to do that?" And I'm like, "I don't know, I'm a little tired," or you know, or something like that, and I'd always kind of blow it off a little bit. But yeah, I don't think like I have anything worth watching, to be honest. Like there's nothing there to like I would never tell somebody like oh yeah, go to my channel and check this out, because like it's more for me just like this interactive social media, like where I get to hang with all you guys. I think the only like reason like making a video is good is to put a face to the person that's making the comment. So like if I made, you know, did 20 comments on 20 of your videos and you just wanted to like see who it was making that comment, like the video is good for that. Right. But you know, I'm not doing anything other like anything huge or anything like that.
But you have been putting up more stuff recently, though.
What's that?
You have been putting up more stuff recently, because I have been seeing you more often.
Well, I mean, I did those shows with my brother. I did 3, and then I put one to private because like I felt like we were getting too drunk. and so I put that one to private, and then like I did that Man Caves one, but that's about it. But I did hit up the boy who had 7 to be on Comigories.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that like August 10th. I'm pretty nervous about that, you know.
Nice.
Dude,
Because I feel like I'm always really good at it, like on the home edition.
Geeks, bro. That shit is nerve wracking, bro.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Like I'm gonna choke. So
be ready, get your comics in order, and just know that when they show those topics, you're gonna fucking forget every fucking book.
Every book you've had in your collection, yeah.
I've looked through like I've looked through like some of my books, like where if I feel like I'm hitting a wall, like I know like I have a bunch of like books from whenever I was a kid that are all like Disney themed, you know, like so like Donald Duck and DuckTales and all that stuff. And I've been like thumbing through like just covers, and those books have like everything on them. They have dragons and money and wizards and like also just like, so if like I ever need a go-to, like if I'm stumped, I'm gonna run to that pile and look through that.
Look, you know what you have to do, and I saw this on Monday's night show, which was fucking genius. Geek aficionado. I think John asked him a question, and he just stayed quiet.
Oh, yeah, I thought he was just like brainstorming the whole time.
Oh, that's what the fuck you need to do. That's what I fucking need to do. Just chill and just stay quiet, and they're gonna wait for that fucking answer. Just wait for the answer.
Or just tear your shirt off. Like that's to work too.
Yeah. Tear your shirt off, and you're gonna get a win.
Yeah.
But dude, have fun with that, man, because that is so stressful. I love that, and I hate it all at the same time.
Yeah,
you know they're gonna put like beer cover there or drinking cover on there as a comic.
I think I'm gonna change my name for that one, or at least use my first name, because it would. I think like for some reason, if I did go up against like Geek Aficionado and my name's Geeks, like it's just not gonna be like.
Yeah.
So I might just put Steve or something, just to like it'll make it easier. I don't really like, because like I have some of those books like, you know, that those guys have, but like I'm more on like the low grade, better than no grade, you know. So like I think I have a plan on how to fix that.
Geeks, you're being humble, dude. You got some freaking big.
Yeah, man, you got that.
You got some
ASM right there, man.
Well, yeah, I know, but that ASM is like a 2.5, and I'm like completely. I'm completely happy with that. Like, I think Geek Aficionado like pulled out and it was a 9.4 or something.
Yeah, he would have fucking blown. But that's when you got to think, what's he gonna pull out? What do I put out? You know?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would like, because I thought about that for the Punisher, and I was like, I think I would just skip that book altogether and like and go for something else.
You put up another Punisher cover, man, because there's other better Punisher covers that people might go for, and then you gotta sell it.
Yeah.
So don't cut your short on the grade, man.
Oh no, I'm like completely happy with the grade. Like I like I'm definitely not like a 9.8 type of guy, I suppose. Like I'm like very happy with a 2.5 of that. Like, because like, you know, at least I have it. I suppose.
Exactly.
Yeah. I had that book whenever I was a teenager.
Oh wow.
And I bought it for like $40 from a friend, because like I had like and I sold it for like $30 to another friend because I wanted beer money, and so I'm just, it's kind of like that book has left a sour taste in my mouth ever since.
But dude, you're being humble, dude. You have an amazing collection, bro. Don't cut yourself short.
Yeah, you know, like I feel like you know, I've chased a bunch of like spec books and big books that I wanted or whatever, but like I've really been having fun like doing the art stuff, like with like how Javi does the original art hour, dude. My girlfriend saw that and she like put her hand like this and she says, "I can't believe you're sending that out to somebody." She's just like so embarrassed for me.
Talking about, dude.
But I was like, dude, it's just for fun. Like it's all just like.
Dude, it don't fucking matter, dude. I fucking love this, dude. It came from you, man.
Yeah,
Did you draw it or did you have someone commission it?
No, I just drew it. Like I was goofing around.
That's sick, man.
Yeah, dude, I fucking love this, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, it's all for fun. Like it's just like it's fun. Like I have a few stuff from different people. Like I have something from Biggie. I have multiple things. I think I have like 5 sketches from '84.
Wait a second. Stop right there. Javi, how many sketches from '84 do you have?
1.
Fucking A, I don't have none.
Oh shit!
Sorry, dude.
Fuck, you got one, Javi? I didn't know you had one.
Yeah, man, I have a print. It's not like a comic book.
And how many do you got, Steve?
I have 5. I think I have like 4 comic ones, and then like long time ago, I bought something from his auction before he was doing like the books, and he just sent me like a piece of paper.
Oh, it'd be nice. It must be nice to just him send you something. Like,
Yeah, yeah, it was cool, man. And like,
I doubt he's still in here, but yeah, Kenny, that's awesome, bro. That's awesome.
That Silver Surfer that you just got commissioned was amazing, man.
isn't that goofy? Like, it's so goofy.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Do you have that with you?
Yeah, it's well, no, I don't have it with me. He's only sent me the stuff, but I can show it real quick. I did a Silver Surfer Black DMX cover swipe.
Yeah,
And like, I can't say like, I even have it on it because like I look at it all the time. Like,
why do you say
I
it's
did
goofy?
see that. I did see that. That was on your Instagram. I did see that.
Why do you say it's goofy though?
Put it up again. Put it up again.
like, but I mean, I wanted it to be like sort of goofy, you know, like.
Dude, that's badass, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I think it's sick, man.
Yeah, I mean, like, I love it. I'm just saying, like, just like whenever I hit him up, like, so whenever I hit him up,
Like their idea.
yeah, the idea, like what I sent him for the idea, like I was like, this is what I want, and I want I want DMX, and I sent him this, like, do a full screen of this. This is what I sent him for a reference. It's like the actual DMX piece with a space background that I cropped out. It looks so dumb, but but like he was cool about it, like and I just thought it'd be a cool idea. Like I've got a lot of cool art now that I've hit up different artists for doing different things. I'm gonna do a Javi show too. Like
I was about to say that.
Yeah, like he asked me like to do that, and I kind of like I didn't want to give him a date because like I'm still waiting on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, let's just make a date, and then like if you don't have it, you can show it while we're on. Like just like kind of like how D did with his Superman one that he showed on the last episode. Like they just did like a screen share of it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Who was that's the DMX one?
What's that?
Who was the artist that did that?
Dominic Levert. So he did. What's that?
How do you find the artist?
I mean, that one I found because of D, and I guess D found, or George. D doesn't like to be called D. He likes to be called George. What's that?
Does he really? He doesn't like to be called
No,
D?
he just said it was weird with people calling him D, and I get that.
Yeah,
because, like,
yeah.
Fuck that shit. I'll never fucking call him George again. I'll never fucking call him George. He named me. You know what? He called me Johnson, and he drew that thing with all the dicks going at my head.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was fucking hilarious. I fucking loved it. He thinks I got upset. I fucking loved it. I'm coming up
I
with.
thought he was gonna send you like that bag and board or whatever that was on.
With all the fucking dicks coming at my head. I'm coming up with I'm gonna do a show with Steve Whiting. We're thinking about doing like a monthly show. Yeah. And I was calling it the Johnson Show.
Oh, there you go.
But because of D, man. But fuck that. I'm never gonna call him George. Fuck it. He doesn't like. He doesn't like. I'm never gonna call him George.
I met up with Thanatos because he was living in Springs.
He was living.
Yeah, and he called me Geeks whenever I met him, and I was like around a coworker, and I was like terribly embarrassed, like whenever he said that, like because like I don't like go to work and tell people like that I do it. It's like just something that I do, like
Yeah.
So like, especially because like, like when you make your name, like I wasn't expecting like people to actually call me that, and that's like why like I dropped like the drinks and comics, because like I was like I don't.
So you dropped.
Yeah, you dropped geek. It was Geeks and Drinks, right?
It was geeks, drinks, and comics, and then I didn't. I had that for a long time, and I didn't like it, and I was gonna change it altogether. I was gonna change it to like. I was telling my son I was going to do like Gator Guts or something like just completely off the wall.
Right.
And he's like, don't do that. And then like one day I changed it to Wonderlust in comics because like I like traveling a lot. And then like I talked to Jaguar after that because I left a comment and he's like, yeah, I didn't know who the fuck this was. So I just went to just Geeks. Like I'll just keep it as Geeks like for now. But like like thinking back on it, like I think I would think a little bit harder on what I would have named myself. Like I might have just went with Steve, to be honest, because that's what I feel more comfortable with people calling me.
So after every show, I put in the guest's name and their like their YouTube channel and all that in the comments or in the what is that called? I'm sorry.
Description stuff, yeah.
Yeah, the description. What do you want me to put? Geeks and Drinks or just Geeks?
Oh, you can. I don't care, to be honest. Like you can put, you can put Geeks or whatever. Like because I mean like
Steve Geeks. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm used to.
I'll put Geeks and Drinks.
Yeah, it's fine. I think people still like. I think like George called me on Kavi's channel last.
You mean D called you?
No, well, like he was on, like whenever he was on the original Art Hour, he said, "Oh, you got to see Geeks, Drinks, and Comics, his DMX thing that he got," and so it's like to some extent, it's just kind of stuck. It's like that's what it is. But I mean, it's fun. Like it's more goofy than anything else.
Dude, I never thought I was gonna be called Hialeah. I've gone to pick up my daughter at school. And like the kids are like, you can see they're changing classes, and all of a sudden it's Hialeah Comic Bro. It's Hialeah, and all her friends are calling me. I'm like,
oh, that's hilarious.
I'm like, what the fuck?
I thought that was crazy when we were at that comic book shop, and that guy was like, "Hey, are you Hialeah Comics?" He's like, "Oh shit." It's just so random.
The first time I got recognized. That was the first ever time I've gotten recognized with that.
Wow, and it was with you, Steve.
Yeah, it was pretty random. Like it was very random. I wasn't expecting that.
I like how Atticus or whatever his name is. I like how he calls you Mr. Batista.
And you know why that is, right?
Yeah, you used to work with him. Yeah,
I used to be his boss.
Mr. Batista.
Dude, he hit me up on Instagram and he's like, "Is this Mr. Batista?" And I'm like, "What the fuck?"
What do I answer with? Yeah.
And then I saw who it was, and it's like, "Oh, dude, hell yeah, dude, I love that guy." But yeah, dude, I'm Hialeah. Javi's Conquistadork, right?
Yeah, I'm Conquist. Some people say Conquistadork.
Yeah, I commented one time because you were talking about that, and I said, at least they don't call you a Conquistadork or something.
Yeah,
it could be worse, like.
Be worse, yeah.
But yeah, it's like, but that's a cool name though, Conquistadorks. Like it's a little bit more like, there's a lot of thought that goes into it. Because like whenever I was driving in Miami, I didn't realize Hialeah was like just a place. Like I was like, oh shit, that's like where he got his name from. But it's interesting to know the origin.
That's where I grew up, man. That's like the Cuban
camping grounds.
Yeah. Havana.
Yeah, man, a lot of culture there.
Oh yeah.
People put it down too. So you looked up Hialeah when you were here?
No, I saw like signs like when we were driving. It said like Hialeah this way or whatever.
Right.
And like that's like whenever I kind of figured that you took in that name from like an actual place.
Dude,
like
you know where this hat's from?
Well, I've heard you say that like you get a lot of compliments from that hat, but I don't know like where you bought it or anything.
Okay, this hat, yeah, dude. I've gone to different places with this hat, like to Orlando and Jackson.
Yeah.
Like when we go to a con, I've been with Javi, bro, and people are saying I'm wearing the hat, and people have said like on the microphone, "Hialeah!"
Yeah. Oh shit.
Hialeah. But I went to the Disney World. We went to go see the Star Wars shit with 90, and I was like, dude, nobody's called me out today. And like right when we were leaving, I hear this girl, Hialeah 305 and all this. This hat, I actually got it because of I had my 30-year high school reunion, right?
Yeah.
And we had it was a black and white, I guess, black and white dinner. We went to like on a boat
or whatever, yeah.
Right. And I was like, dude, I gotta show up with some shit, dude. I can't just go, So I went and I got this hat made, Hialeah, black and white. Dude, everybody was fucking wearing my hat that day at the reunion. It was so fucking awesome. And then when I started my show, I go, fuck it. I'm Hialeah Comic. I'm gonna be Hialeah Comic Bro, and this is gonna be my hat that I'm gonna wear. And I've had this hat for like 2 years now, and I just wear it for this, or when I go to a shop that I'm gonna meet people.
Yeah, I mean, it still looks super clean. So I mean,
it's
taking care of it.
I you know what? I could always go make another one. I don't think.
Yeah, true.
I can't go buy one.
Yeah.
That's how this hat came about, and it just worked. And I can't be on here without
I gotta ask a question. Have you been trying to open up that beer bottle?
Yeah, I have. I cannot do it. I've like bent the hell out of my keys trying to do it. I brought my keys up to do it. Am I making a lot of noise?
No,
he works at a.
I've been noticing you do it. I'm just like, I want you to open it. I want you to drink it.
So I brought my keys up here so I could have like a bottle opener, and I forgot my bottle opener broke until like right now. So like I've got it to hiss, but like I haven't been able to pop the cap on it.
And you work for Budweiser.
You don't have a lighter or like that lighter trick that people do or something?
No, I've thought about like because I do have a desk that I could like knock it, but
you don't want to make a mess either.
Yeah, I don't want to make a mess, and I don't want to dent up my desk or anything. So, I mean, it's really not that important. It's more of like a fidgeting thing, kind of like just to do it. But yeah, that's funny that you say that. I didn't know anybody was like could even tell.
No, because I don't know. I just noticed it. I'm like, damn, dude, I want you to drink that beer.
That's all right. I'll get it in a little bit, but yeah, that's funny.
No, keep at it. Don't make me stop you.
How long is it going to take you?
I think I've demolished these keys right now. Like all the keys are going to fall off, like the key rings. I thought it was going to be a little bit easier to just pry it off. But to be honest, like I've never done that before. I have like 20 million bottle openers downstairs from work. So like I've never like spent this much time trying to open a beer.
That's crazy.
Go get your bottle opener, dude. It's all right.
No, it's fine. I'll get it later. It's
that beer. It's just more by the time you open it.
It's okay. Like there's more beer in the fridge. I'll put it in the fridge and grab a different one.
Cool.
So
cool. All right, man. We've been going almost an hour and a half. Steve, how did this feel, man? It was pretty smooth, right?
No, yeah, I was like terribly nervous, to be honest. Like,
really?
Yeah, I was thinking about it the whole day, like just mainly because I don't do it very often. So
yeah,
I was just like a tad bit nervous to do it, but like for no reason. So like, but I shut off the comments, so like I couldn't read anything because I didn't want to be distracted by anything. I just wanted to talk to you guys and just like shoot the shit.
Yeah.
So that actually made it like feel a million times more better, like not knowing anybody was around, and I was just like talking to you guys.
And that's what we want to make it feel like, dude.
Yeah, it was fun. Like I was, like I said, like you asked me a long time ago, and like my internet was like I was still on dial-up, you know.
Yeah.
So now I finally like I just couldn't get rid of the dial-up because it was like $35 a month, you know. So I moved up to cable because like everybody in the family was just so sick of like if I was online then somebody else couldn't be, or if somebody else was playing online games then the Netflix would stall out. So I was like, let's bite the bullet and get better internet, and everybody's like been a million times more happier.
Super happy. You know what? Let me ask you real quick. What does your family feel? What do the boys feel about you going out? Now they're probably just fucking used to it, right? It's like whatever.
Oh, about doing this?
Yeah.
They kind of like poke fun a little bit, but it's all in good spirits, you know.
Yeah.
So, but like, you know, no, like, I don't think they think it's weird anymore. It was a tad bit weird. Like, I remember whenever I was going to meet George, my girlfriend was like, "It's finally happened. You're gonna go meet strange men off the internet." Yeah.
Is that what she said when you met me?
No, but by that time, like, I think she was a little bit more open to it, you know. But flying out to George to like stay the night at his house, you know, like
Yeah.
it was like a little weird. Like I remember telling George, I was like,
George.
I don't know, D-Runk.
Okay.
But I kept asking George. I was like, "You sure your wife is cool with this? Like, you sure, you know, like, just a random person? Because like, you know, for me to like, because like Jaguar, he came and stayed the night at my house,
Yeah.
and we, you know, looked around and stuff, and you know, Chantel was really cool with it, but there was, I think, a part of her that was like, you know, just like weirded out that I was inviting somebody. But it like, I told her, I was like, you know, I've been talking to him for like 2 years. And like it's fun to like shoot the shit, like, because I on a normal basis, like at work, I don't talk about like books like this, or I don't talk about this stuff, like, so it's fun to like get into a chat where everybody's like likes the same stuff, and you know, they teach me stuff more than I teach them, but like it's fun to like see a different perspective on stuff. And like I like my favorite character is Carnage, and through this stuff, like, I found books that I didn't even know about, you know, like that were like symbiote things, or, you know, stuff. So it's been a lot of fun, and I've really enjoyed it. And like it's got less weird, but like definitely going live is weird to me, like a little bit strange, but not as strange as like doing a pre-recorded video where you're just talking to yourself. Like that to me, like, I've never gotten over how weird that is. For me, like, it's hard for me to do it.
Dude, it's not that bad for me. I think this is the thing about the weirdest thing for me is going live by yourself. I don't know how people do that.
Yeah, I know. Like 84 does that all the time. So does Biggie.
Yeah,
like,
he does it all the time. Yeah.
I did it once, and I could not get off fast enough. It was like, what the fuck? I think it lasted like half an hour.
Yeah.
And it was one of my afternoon shows that I don't do anymore. But it was like, I was so fucked up, man. I was like, dude, this is so fucking weird. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. But you know, it was so fucking weird.
Yeah.
You're disoriented. You're like, what do I say? What do I do?
Javi, you do that. You've done that.
I haven't done it in a while, but I used to do it.
And
I have no problem with it. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, it's just hard for me.
As long as I know if I have something to talk about, then, you know, I'm okay with it. But it is a little just like, it is weird. Yeah.
I feel like it helps, though, like to get somebody else in there, you know, like just to add to the conversation.
Yeah,
like,
man. Definitely.
Or like for me, like, it's easy to talk to you guys like this, but like to go by myself, I'm just like, I might have a 2-minute point, you know, but I'm on for like 15 minutes, and for the other 13 minutes, I'm just kind of doing nothing. Yeah. You know, so but some people, like, you know, it doesn't faze them at all.
It's like you said, 84 does it all the time, and he does it really well. And so does Biggie.
Yeah.
Harry's another one, man. He could go on by himself for days, and he just goes on. I can't, man. It felt so freaking weird. Shit. But all right, so we're at an hour and a half. Steve, what do you got going on, man?
I mean, like, just the Comigories. Like, I'm gonna be doing that, like, and I'm like super excited for that. I don't like expect anything other than to have fun doing that. Yeah. And then I'm really excited to be on a NYC show, like, to do the original art. It's gonna be like really like, you know, weird. Like, you know, I'm gonna, like, he has such cool art, like crazy art. So like I'm gonna be like doing show and tell with him, you know, on a different level. But I'm very excited to show, because like some of the stuff that like I've commissioned, I feel like is terribly cool. Like that Silver Surfer, I think that's like one of the coolest things ever.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, like mainly like just hanging out in the chats, like with you guys, like that's where I fall in line. Like that's where I have fun.
Thank you. Hey, the two things of advice. Kamigori stall.
Yeah.
Okay, I got 3 things to advise. If you're gonna pass, wait as long as you think, just so you can save it and let somebody else pass. Okay, and save the pass. Okay, but of course you have to use it, but don't use it too quickly. You know what I'm saying? Wait and if you're gonna use it, wait and see if somebody else uses it.
First, yeah.
What I'll tell you, like a thing that I've been thinking about, like to do for Kamigori's is cutting out, like printing off a piece of paper like about that big that says tin, you know, and then always have it with a piece of tape. So if I ever show a slab, I'll just put it on there real quick, and it'll always say tin, you know, no matter what I show.
That's a good idea, bro.
Because it'd take the grade completely out of it, and if they're
out of the equation,
and if they're looking for a grade, it's a 10, you know, so it's the best grade.
Good, dude. You do that, dude. Any little thing to get you over and talk smack, bro.
Dude, I think that's going to be the hardest part for me, is like to talk smack to somebody. Like I do really well going against like Brian from Take the Time Collectibles.
Yes. Dude,
because he literally just shows the book and he's like super cool about it. Like he's like, no, this is what I got.
It is so hard going against him because he is so nice, bro.
Yeah, I know. Like whenever you were going against him, he's like, hey, you should use that one Jungle Action book.
I was done when he did that. I was like, how can I talk shit against fucking Brian, bro? Yeah. Know him. He's right down the street from me. He's a fucking friend.
He tells you your books, you know.
Like, how the fuck do I talk trash to him, dude? I was done. He beat me right there, dude. I knew I was done.
Yeah, but that's I feel like that's more in line where I'd fall into it. Like I definitely probably not going to be like, screw your book or whatever. Like I don't have it in me. I don't think I have it in me. So
no, you don't want to say screw your book, but
you know, like I just like
trash. Everybody's book is trash except yours.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Like, but either way, like I always have fun like playing that at home, you know, like and looking for the book and then seeing what everybody's book is that they pick. I just think it's a lot of fun. Like, and like, because like 90 and 84 had Slab Down.
Slab Down, yeah.
And like I always thought that'd be fun to be on that, but like there is no way that I could pull off a wrestling persona like at all. So like this one would be a little bit like more up my alley, I think.
Yeah.
Have fun with it. It's a great time. What's up, Ricardo?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, man, me too. The title left date, I know. I'll be back on that show one day and I'll be a freaking nervous wreck. What's up, Cookie? Didn't call you out, man. What's going on, guys? Awesome, man. And that's when, August 10th?
Yeah, it's like August 10th.
The next one coming back, right?
Yep.
Hey, my cousin is back. I told a little story about us drinking, George, back in the day. Love you, brother. Javi, what you got going on?
Tomorrow, it's in the works, but we're going to be doing the Start Me Up show tomorrow with Hialeah Goat 99. We're going to be doing a music challenge, a music showdown show where we pit 2 years against each other and see what year has the best top 10 song. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
You gotta add some death metal to that. The last time it was like a lot of like, I remember
it's the top 10. So it's
I know, but like there's a top 10 metal. Like there's top 10 metal.
Maybe we'll do something. Maybe I'll try and throw a twist at it. Yeah.
It's the top 10 songs of the year, man. We can't, they're not my favorite songs either. They're not Javi's favorite songs.
No, I remember. I just like some of those songs. Like they are like guilty pleasures for sure.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
very hokey dokey, like cheesy. Yeah. We got that going on tomorrow, 9:00 p.m. EST, and then Silver Age Sunday every Sunday, 12:00 noontime, hanging out with the mightiest panel of them all. Hopefully, Hialeah, you can join us again, but no pressure.
I'll be on, man. I just like to skip that, man, because we got so many good.
There's so many people. Dude, I had 9 people on last time. Can you imagine that?
Do that show because there's nothing else on Sunday at that time. Wait up, dude. My cousin George. Okay, George, the story I told, I don't know if you remember the story, but you and me were at Hooligans in Miami Lakes, and I just happened to run into you, and we were drinking out the pitcher, and we were drinking Bud Lights or Budweiser straight out the pitcher, and I was just telling the story how fucked up I got that night. That's the story I told, brother. I love you. But you'll have to go back. But that's basically what the story is. All right. What do I got? All right. What do I got? Okay. I can't wait till tomorrow. I want to see the years that you pick or or GOAT picks.
Yeah, I'll probably text you later tonight just to.
Yeah, I didn't think so, dude. I don't remember, remember that night, bro. I got so fucked up with you, bro. Anyway, what do I got going on? All right. First, something I never say is please like, subscribe, comment in this video if you see it. We never advertise our guests, but you know what? We're gonna start doing, Javi, we're gonna advertise it tonight at the end of our show for next week, and that's it. I ain't freaking mentioning it again. Unless our guest wants to put it out on Instagram, which I'm not opposed to any of that shit.
Of course, yeah.
It's great, but our guest for next week is going to be, okay, let me get it right. Oh, yeah, First Edition is going to be on next week. He's set up for next week, so we'll have him. Of course, the Start Me Up show. Sunday, we got Silver Age Sunday, which hopefully I'll be on. And then on Sunday also, I'm going to be on Hero and the Kid. I'm going to be interviewed by Hero and the Kid. And you know what's the coolest part about that? Dude, we might be in a hurricane or a tropical depression during that show. I hope we can do that show because how cool is that?
That's true.
It's because we might have something going on Sunday, hopefully. So it might be the first disaster video comic book disaster on live next Sunday. So hopefully we're able to do that. I'm just kidding. I don't want nothing to happen. But anyway, Geeks, Steve, thank you so much for coming on, brother. It was way too long. I never know where this show is going to go, dude. And your travel and all that was fascinating. I had a blast with you today, bro. Thank you so much for coming on, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys inviting me. Like, it was a ton of fun. So thanks a lot.
Awesome, dude. All right, so we are out of here. Guys, so long for the Sunshine State. Next week, 9 o'clock, First Edition will be on, and we are out of here. If you're in Miami, South Florida, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Cuba, please stay safe. It's going to be an interesting kind of few days. Hopefully it doesn't get too bad, which I don't think it will, but you just never know. So anyway, be good all. Take care.
Bye, y'all.